Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Lions game tonight. I cited. Um, but what I want to talk about today is I've been hearing online that the Tigers want to trade Meadows, and I'm thinking if they want to trade Meadows, they want to trade Javi Baez. Could Javi Baez be Matt Stafford if they trade him? The Lions are basically going to build with like a young core. You're going to get a lot of good players. There's going to be a chance for them to really be good in the next 3 years because of the Stafford trade and that they got extra picks in the first round. Is there any way? Do people think that you can trade Javi Baez and get like maybe like 4 or 5 prospects or even 3 prospects and think that the Tigers might be able to build that into something like where that they could maybe get good because they made the Javi Baez trade? I don't know if in baseball that you can really get build on a trade like that, like in football where you get draft picks and stuff. Because in baseball you really can't trade draft picks and stuff. But I just they trade Meadows. If they could trade Javi Baez, they should be able to be bringing in a pipeline of people. But fact of the matter is, the Tigers, they just suck. I love how people are trying to spin this trade into, oh, we got some good guys. No, you didn't. They're all crap. It's the only reason they're coming to Detroit. And the other thing is the guys that are getting traded here. Oh, it's great. I got an opportunity in Detroit. Yeah, they don't want to come here. This team's gonna suck. They're not gonna win it all next year. They're not gonna win the following year, and they're not gonna win the following year or the next year. Chrissy don't want to spend no money. They're not gonna get better. Plain and simple. Until the owner decides he's gonna spend money, they're gonna suck, and they keep trading away all their good players. So we're gonna have like a roster of like basically almost like the movie Major League, where they're gonna try to get guys that'll come in and play for league minimum. They asked this guy for a tryout. Well, he's dead. Then take him off the list. That's your Detroit Tigers for the coming seasons. Because Chrissy don't want to spend no money. Absolutely the worst owner ever in the history of baseball or sports, that he doesn't want to spend any money. If he could get a high school team to come in and put on the Tiger jerseys and pay them a couple $100 a piece for the whole season, he'd probably do it just so he wouldn't have to pay out any money to anybody. That's how cheap our owner is. And anybody who thinks, oh, well, no, he's a good owner. No, he's terrible. He's terrible. And, oh, we've got the best front office in baseball. They're bringing in all these guys. Who cares? Who cares? If you don't have players and you can't win, and now we're going to go Moneyball now. Yeah, so you don't have to pay guys. I hope they trade Javi Baez, and I hope they trade and so that this thing can go right or rock bottom. Because you know what? Miguel Cabrera, everybody that, it's all his fault. He's getting paid too much money. That's crap. This guy's been on this team in a rebuild ever since Mr. I died. And he hasn't complained. He hasn't said, hey, let me take less money and get traded. No, he stayed in Detroit. So he wanted to be here, or he would have bitched and complained to get out, and he didn't. And he's probably the greatest Tiger ever. Okay, so all these people that Miguel Cabrera, don't even talk about it. He's been the pro's pro here. I've never ever heard him go on TV and say, you know what, I wish I could get traded. I'd take half the amount of money if Detroit would just trade me. I've never heard him say that. Never heard him say that. I've heard him say he loves playing in Detroit. I've heard him say positive things about the city, but I've never asked for it. Never heard him say he wanted to be traded. I tell you right now, if I was on the Tigers right now, and I was Miguel Cabrera or Javi Baez or Meadows, I'd say trade my ass right now because I'm not coming to spring training because the owner sucks. Why would you want to be on a team when the owner is hell-bent on losing? That's all it is. He wants to lose. Because if he wanted to win, he'd spend money. And don't say, oh, well, the Illages don't have any money. The Illages have got lots of money. Funny, when his daddy was in charge, he didn't mind spending money. So it's not like the money's not there. Chrissy don't want to spend it. Because he knows that if anything bad goes wrong, he can't rebuild it like his dad. Mr. I didn't give a crap how much money he spent because he knew if it all went to hell, he would just basically get together a bunch of the Little Caesars and he'd build it back up. He did it once, he could do it again, he knew how to do it. Chris, you don't know how to do it. Because he's a silver-spooned little brat that don't want to do nothing. He don't want to spend his daddy's money because he knows he can't remake it. It's a joke. It's a joke. All these guys are on Twitter too that are drinking the Tigers Kool-Aid. How can you at this point be drinking the Tigers Kool-Aid when it's been how many years now that the team has just totally sucked? You're on there, oh, this is a good trade for us. No, it's not. It's a terrible trade. You sent away an all-star and got basically guys that are scrubs. Oh no, he's a solid outfielder and you got a utility guy. You know what utility guy means? That you can't play any position really good, so you play a whole bunch of positions because you can play them average. And we just got rid of a utility player. If you wanted to get a utility player, why didn't you keep Clemens? Because he plays every position too. So all this, oh, we got a utility player. Who cares? That's a joke. His team sucks. The owner sucks, and he should get rid of this team. Like, give me a break. This is another 10-year rebuild, and everybody's like, oh, we're going to be good next year. No, you're not. Maybe the pitchers can come through for us. No. They're even talking about trading Mize and all the young pitchers so they can get them out of town. That's crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. Every guy that you can maybe trade and get something for, we're going to get rid of him. Oh, he makes too much money. Because the owner's cheap. Cheap Chris. Alright, well, go Lions. I hope the Lions win today, and I don't care if they make the playoffs or not, because if we could finish with a winning season, that's more important to me. And beating Green Bay would be awesome. Alright, bye. God bless.